Aloha guys, Hawaii's only. Welcome to the channel. I'm going to show you guys how to catch this kind of fish in 5 feet of water. No joke. If you're new to spearfishing, if you're a beginning spearo, if you can't hold your breath past 20 seconds, if you can't dive past 5-10 feet, this is the video you want to watch and share with your friends. Watch to the very end because I'm going to share with you guys some super important key tips to hunting toaus, roys, and uhus and help you guys improve your catch ratio and put dinner on the table. Stay tuned. I'll see you guys in a little bit. Aloha. Guys, welcome to the channel Hawaii's Only. My name is Kale D. Shanks. We release videos every Wednesday and Saturday, cooking videos on Wednesday, spearfishing catch and cook videos on Saturday. Today's video is all about the spearfishing hunting tips. I can't give you advice on how to dive 100 feet. I can't teach you how to hold your breath for 5 minutes, but I can give you advice on shooting fish in the shallows. So here's the first thing or first tip we're gonna go on is find yourself a super good hiding spot. So I don't know if you guys could see it in the GoPro footage when I got this uhu, but I'm in the middle of a channel right on the side of a big coral head reef structure. And I got my body pressed flush to the left right there of that reef structure. And there's all sand in front of me and to the right of me. So tip number 1, find yourself a super good hiding spot and don't move out of that hiding spot. So many guys I take out that are kind of new to spearfishing, I'll put them in that good hiding spot. They have a pile of fish in front of them. They get too excited, and what they do is they leave their hiding spot, they kick their fins, and then the whole fish pile disperse, and they have nothing on their stringer and they don't shoot a fish. So find a good hiding spot and stay there. Stay hidden. The fish will come to you. So here we're hunting some toau. Toau is an invasive species in Hawaii, and they're actually super easy to shoot. Actually, it depends where you're at. Some places they're real skittish because they get hunted on a lot. But for the most part, they're super curious fish. All you got to do is when you find a cave that they're circling in or hanging around, drop about 20 feet away from the cave, drop down, and then just slowly make your way up to the cave. And for toau, you don't even need a hiding spot. But don't chase the fish. You drop down 20 feet away from the cave, you slowly crawl your way to the opening of the cave and just wait, and those toau will come right in, and then you'll get a good shot on the toau. These fish are really easy to shoot. It's great to get these fish off the reef because they're invasive species. They eat all of the native Hawaiian fish. So yeah, getting these fish off the reef are great, and they taste super delicious. So it's a win-win for everybody. And go ahead and they're great for practice. So go ahead and shoot yourself some toaus. We're hunting a menpachi. So I guess your tip number 2, it's kind of like the toau. When you're getting the menpachis or the toaus or the roys, drop 10, 15, 20 feet away from the hole or the entrance where you think the fish is at, and then slowly crawl your way to the spot like how I did with the menpachi and that toau. If you do that, you approach the hole slowly, then the fish will be a little bit more curious. If you just dive straight down on top of the hole and stick your face and spear in there, all your fish is gonna swim away. So if you see the hole and entrance, dive down 15, 20 feet away from the spot and then slowly crawl to the entrance of the cave. That's your tip number 2. Tip number 3 is a super good one. What you'll see here is a big fail. I go to shoot one big ulua. Well, it's not a lure, you can't see it, so I just say it's a lure. But the safety was on. So here's tip number 3. Yeah, I missed. Tip number 3, make sure your safety is off, because when you get down like that, you get jammed up, just like me. That's a big Roy.
Did you record it?
Yeah, well, I didn't know if he was gonna shoot it because you missed that. So I only recorded after you shot it. Tip 4, this is a really good one. This is one of my favorite tips. If you're diving in an area like this where there's reef and sand, drop all the way to the bottom onto the sand. And the reason why this is a very important tip or a good tip is because this allows your whole body to disappear. And I don't care what fish is around, the fish is gonna come directly in. And a lot of times what you're gonna see in this shot is the fish is actually gonna swim right over your head. So I'm in between all of the reef on the bottom of the sand, and I'm dusting up the sand, and the fish just comes right over my head, and I take a shot in open water right on this moo, because they just come floating in. So all fish do this. I don't care if it's moo, papio, palani, kole. If you go and find an area where there's reef and sand and you hit the sand and your whole body disappears, you're gonna get yourself a fish, I promise you. So if you find a place with reef and sand, go all the way to the bottom of the sand and then dust the sand. The fish are gonna float right on top of your head. Let's go back to tip number 1, find a good hiding spot. So I guess the most common question would be, yeah, find a good hiding spot. Well, what the heck is one good hiding spot? So just think about it like this. Say you're playing hide and go seek with Jason or Freddy Krueger, okay? You want to try find a spot to hide where you can keep eyes on them, but they can't see you. You know what I mean? So the same thing with fish. You're gonna notice in this reef structure, there is like a V in the reef. There's these 2 boulders. So I'm hidden, but I can still see the ooh. So I mean, I can't really explain what a good hiding spot is, but basically you want to be hidden where the fish can't see you, but you can see the fish, so you can, get a shot off. But yeah, I don't know if that makes sense. I hope I can explain what a good hiding spot is a little bit better in future videos. But for now, you just have to roll with my Freddy Krueger analogy. Because, yeah. Find one hiding spot where they can't see you, but you can see the fish. There you go. Okay, right here, pause, or not pause, but check them out. You see the V right there? My gun is in between the V of the 2 boulders. I'm hidden. A pile of fish is just cruising right there. Okay, so if I was good at editing, I would like highlight this little V area in my spot that I'm hidden, but I don't know how to edit. So yeah, I'm just giving you guys the voiceover version. That V, I was hidden, my gun was through the V. It was like the perfect hiding spot. Kind of similar to that other hiding spot where I shot the uhu. In fact, this might be the same reef structure. I think I just diving in the one spot and hiding because it was such a good hiding area. But yeah, stay hidden, and that's a good example of a good hiding spot. Here's your tip number 6. Well, let's shoot this moon first and then... Okay, bang, got him. This is tip number 6. I don't know if you can see on the tip of my gun where the bungee is. I got a pakuikui that I shot. And I just left the pakuikui right there. On the next shot, on this umamale, you're going to more clearly see it. And I actually shake the pakuikui to bring the umamale in. So this can actually work with all types of species of fish. Uhus and papils, all kind. A lot of times actually with uhus this works a lot too. But you hang a fish, you see where my fish is? It's kind of like on the stringer right by the bungee. Yep, see him? And then watch this. I'm going to give it a twist, kind of give him a shake that little tail, you know, kind. And then the umamale comes in, and then bango, got him. So tip number 6, wait for it, slow motion, you know, kind. Okay, so tip number 6, you guys can hang one fish right there. But I'll tell you guys one thing. If you guys string it wrong, if you don't string the fish by the bungee, by the connection where your mono is clipped on, if you string it on the opposite end where the line goes around the tip of your gun, your shooting line is going to get tangled. So you have to thread the fish all the way down towards that bungee area. I don't know if that makes sense. If that doesn't make sense, just don't do it. Because if there's a big fish and you pull the trigger, your bungee line or shooting line will get tangled. So you got to have that fish threaded all the way to the end where the bungee and the clip is at. Okay, that's tip number 6. Put a little fish there and dangle it. So you guys notice how I dropped to the bottom and I waited for the fish to come in. I did not move from my hiding spot and then chase the fish down. And the reason we're reiterating this tip is because I know you beginning new guys. You can go out tomorrow, you can get all jacked, jump in the water, you can know all these tips, and you can move from your hiding spot. I know already. I see it all the time. I bring out guys with me all the time. I tell them no move from that spot, and then they get excited when the fish come in, and then they move from that spot. So just to reiterate, oh, here, this is one cherry example of moving from your hiding. This is me. I get the move and the papil, and oh, bruh, I wasn't flush to the left right here. You see that? I wasn't flush. I was like kind of in the middle, right? I popped out of my hiding spot 2 seconds too early. If I had just waited 2 more seconds, I would have got the move. But what I ended up getting, big fat nodding. I missed everything. The whole school move and dig, all the uhus went dig, the papil, everything went dig. So don't move out of your hiding spot, because that was just a perfect example of me jamming things up. Guys, we have just a little bit more video footage left. I got a couple more drops, couple more dives, hunts. I hope you guys enjoyed the tips. I've got a ton more of tips for you guys. I'm gonna probably put them in next weekend's video or the weekend after that. But I really hope these tips help you guys, especially the new beginning spearos. If you guys have been diving for a year or two, then yeah, disregard this whole video. Just enjoy the footage and the music and all that. You guys don't need any tips. But for all you beginners, yeah, this is gonna help improve your catch ratio. It'll help you guys put dinner on the table. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Stay safe out there. Watch each other's back when you guys are diving. Fish, spearfish responsibly so we have fish for the next generations. I'll see you guys next week, Saturday. Aloha.